Your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
So, what is love?
Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Over the past 10 months, Melania and I have had the pleasure of welcoming many, many special visitors to the Great White House. But we have yet to receive any visitors quite like our magnificent guest of honor today, Drumstick. Hi, Drumstick. Oh, Drumstick, I think is going to be very happy. I'm pleased to report today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I will grant a presidential pardon to a turkey.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, right. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Well, happy Thanksgiving from myself, my staff, and my wife, Marta. Today, the market's been really dead because it's, all the big boys have gone. Yep, they've gone out to the Hamptons, to Aspen. I mean, they make all their big bucks and take off. But the market, it's interesting. Gold. How long have I been saying, hey, join my gangs, $39.95, follow me like you did with oil? We had an 18% on oil, right? I'm not saying you're going to get 18% on gold, but my point is, when I begged you in September to follow me with gold, with the oil stocks, many didn't. And of course, they missed out. Now it's gold. Because here's what's going to go. Here's what's going to go on, rather. Yellen may not increase these rates because her inflation target is nowhere near where she needs it to be to raise rates. And she knows when she raised rates last time, remember the rates are short-term rates. When she raised rates, that's only on student loans, adjustable loans. If you have a business loan, your car, your credit card, but wages have not increased. And the banks, if you look at the bank stocks, they're not soaring anymore. Usually bank stocks soar when they're going to raise rates because they make more money. But she's not that bright. I like how they put people in the Federal Reserve chairman, I should say. They're always educators. They're so smart, they're stupid. Look at Bernanke. He was so stupid. Greenspan, stupid. Look at the mess Greenspan got us into. Look at the mess Bernanke got us into. It's just, now, Look at the mess we got with Yellen. Now you're saying, well, wait a minute, the market's up 270%. Wait a minute, that's not the economy. How many people enjoy a 270% gain in the market? 52% of American people don't have stocks. So not everybody shares in that beautiful wealth. We got to put people in the Federal Reserve that are business people. Now, what happened? Well, this time they're putting in not a business person, they're putting in a crook, a gangster from Wall Street. Never has there in the history of the Federal Reserve a chairman would come from Wall Street. That is so dangerous for the economy. The economy's not going to grow. We're not going to grow from the 2% to 3% just by the fact. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I could list them all. But the economy's not going to grow from 2% to 3%. If you have a chairman who is a Wall Street guy, every decision he makes is to make money only for Wall Street. He's going to do more quantitative easing, which killed our economy and why we have such a gap between those who have and those who don't. Now, it's fantastic for the stock market, it's fantastic for us, for the gang, but it's terrible for the economy. And I'm going to tell you, I get so, they think they're so smart. This Cohen and Mnuchin, who are in charge of this so-called tax cut for the middle class. What a joke. The cheerleaders, it just makes me sick, these cheerleaders. When it's not a tax cut for the middle class. Oh, yes, it is in the beginning. You're absolutely right. Can't argue. But after 2 years, they start taking back the tax cut they gave the middle class. 4 years, it's gone. And the other thing, well, everybody's focusing on this tax cut that's not going to grow the economy. What's killing the economy and would grow it if you got and repealed Obamacare. You got to repeal Obamacare. If you want to grow the economy by from 2% to 3%, that's where you grow it. If you really want to grow the economy from 2% to 3% overnight, get rid of the withholding tax. Get rid of the cruelest tax on the land, which is the taxing labor. Get rid of withholding tax. Get rid of the labor tax. Put the money back into the pocket of the people. But if he's going to try to get to 3% from 2%, it's not with a tax cut. You got to get back and start focusing on Obamacare. People don't realize Obamacare cost us about 500,000 jobs a year. It's unbelievable. I mean, when you really look at Obamacare and you get inside it and really take a look at it, it is a disaster. So you can't grow at Obamacare. It's ridiculous. If you recall, Obama lied to us when he said, Obamacare. Remember, he said, "Help me pass Obamacare." Because if you do that, and all these mandates I'm putting on the individuals and businesses and expanding Medicaid and introducing new taxes and fines would pay for the country's budget. Remember that? Remember that? He said, "Oh, this is good." I mean, like a socialist, he sat there and told us, "Let's put taxes. Let's raise taxes." Okay, on Obamacare, it's a back door of raising taxes. And I promise you, if you just support me, we're going to pay down the deficit. You know what? That's one of the biggest lies he ever told. Because of Obamacare, our budget deficit increases $75 billion a year. Our budget, which is now over $600 billion, has been going up $75 billion a year since the day we passed Obamacare. That's nuts. So, and it costs 600,000 jobs a year. How are you going to grow an economy from 2% to 3% when you're losing 600,000 jobs a year? When you're taxing people, when you're mandating them to pay for this stupid thing. And here's what else is going on. Well, everybody's got their eye off the ball because of this great tax cut that's going to help the middle class, when really the tax cut is terrific for small businesses. That's great. And it's terrific for the big corporations. But it's not good for the small business. I mean, it's not good for the middle class, as they claim. But while everybody's focusing on this and talking about it, in the dark cloud, in the back rooms, you know what they're getting ready to pass? The single-payer health care. Single-payer health care system. That's right. People don't realize that. While there's no more talk about Obamacare. There's no more talk about the single-payer health care system. But guess what's going on with two communists, Sanders and Maxine Waters? They're going to get that through, and that's going to be a disaster for this country. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? philsgang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grandy has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Phil Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Would you pay $39.95 a month to have financial peace of mind? Well, let me ask, have you ever wanted to trade stocks but didn't know where to turn? For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com, Phil Grandy teaches his online subscribing members how to buy, sell, and short stocks. Yes, folks, short the stocks and take profits. There's no books, no newsletters, no useless fundamentals, only straight technical analysis with the #1 stock chartist in the country. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Did you miss today's Phil's Gang radio show with Phil Grandy? The archives are absolutely free, posted in audio and video formats. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Let me ask you, do you have a backup plan? Most of us have a financial backup plan. What if your backup plan doesn't work out? What if the market corrects 20, 30, 40%? At philsgang.com, they go to great lengths to develop stock market investing programs that match the needs of their customers. They are closely aligned with what the customer wants, and they have comprehensive educational investing programs that are tailored for beginners to experienced investors. philsgang.com provides daily live stock market webinars. They post up-to-the-minute market alerts, stock performances, and market analysis. For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com is making sure their customers have a financial backup plan by providing the investing tools and guidance that their customers seek. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Honestly, if the consumer's doing well, we're even seeing a little bit of a rebound here in investment spending. The economy at the end of the day is doing very, very well.
Really, very, very well. The economy's doing very well, very well. Consumers really out there spending. Consumers have a historic 12 trillion in household debt. 12 trillion. Unbelievable. Let's get to making some money. How's that?
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
On the weekend, there's a show called Bulls and Bears, or whatever they call themselves. You talk about, it's named correctly, bull, because they have a lot of bull on that show. Now, you ever notice they never drop below 20%? They'll say, how's this stock? What do you think the stock's going to do? 20%. Here's a couple new ones. First of all, here's the older ones.
I think infrastructure has Home Depot up 20% in a year. Spring break is upon us. It means fast food restaurants are going to surge. McDonald's up 20%. Vodafone is a way to play it. I think it's up 20% in a year. Gilead Science had a bad earnings report, but they got a great pipeline. I own it. I think it's up 20% in a year. Apple. I like the stock. I own it. I think it's up 20% in 2017.
Do you think their producer said, hey, we got a lot of advertisers. You got to get out there and really pump, because if you don't pump our advertisers, they're not going to pay for the airtime, and we can't be on the show. So we got to pay. We got to get advertisers. We got to show them that we're really pumping the economy, so they'll buy their cars and they'll buy their carpets and everything else. So they came up with this 20%. Notice how everything's 20%. Nobody knows if a stock's going to go up 20%. And what they do is they suck people in with the 20%. When you hear somebody and you see them on TV, don't you think, wow, he's on TV. He's got to be smart. Wow, he said it's going to go up 20%. Where do I sign up? 99.9% of the people do that because they see somebody on TV that sells them a bunch of bull. They fall for it. Now, here's the latest one here. Listen to this.
Tesla announced
predictions.
Dagan, Tesla's coming out with a new electric semi. I think it's going to be a flop. Stick with GM, up 20% in a year.
There you go. Brand new one. GM. Not 19%, not 15, not 21. Right on the button, 20%. How do you know if a stock's going to go up 20%? Nobody knows that. For anybody to come on TV, on radio, and tell you a stock is going to go up 20%, don't listen to them. They don't know that. When I tell you, for example, I said, join my gang, I've got some nice gold stocks. And by the way, golds are doing very well. I told you to get in with me, didn't I? You still have a chance. I said, let's buy a couple good stocks. And we said, let's start with AU. Well, guess what? AU surged up today. Nice day. Had a big move in AU today. And I kept begging you, please follow me. Gold is going to move. It's down. These stock, yeah, it's going to go up 20% a year. Good one, JR. 20% a year. Join Phil's gang. AU, it's going to go up 20% a year. You never hear me say that, do you? Now, here's what you hear me say. The stock has dropped 38%. That means most of the sellers are now out of the stock. They're out. They got flushed out. So new money starts coming in as soon. When I say new money, the big institutions, the big banks, the big insurance companies, the commercial banks, the savings banks, all the big boys come in. And when they start coming in, we can tell. It turns green. But they always come in when they're sure. And here's what they also do. If they're going to buy a stock, right before they buy it, a stock that's like down 30%, 38%, they'll put out a sell order. They'll say, the stock's going to go down again. Everybody get out. Everybody get out. A sell order, a sell signal, sell. They do that to get everybody panicked to get out. They want to make sure anybody who's going to sell that stock is flushed out. So they paint the tape by telling you, get out of the stock. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. Now, it's already down 38%. And they do that so when they get in, so they're telling you to sell it, these guys on Wall Street, and then you get in, right? I mean, they get in. Why they're telling you to sell it, they're buying it. Because they're cowards. They know everybody's been flushed out. Well, the technology that I use, it just turns green, and it says, okay, now it's turning green. That means institutions are coming in. How easy is that? And then all through the day, I have updated videos. If you're a truck driver and you're going from West Coast to East Coast, or you're a contractor, you're a carpenter, you're a mason, you're a hardworking person, and you just want to, and your Social Security is not going to give you anything. You can't live on Social Security. And I mean, what are you going to get out of your 401k? Nothing when you're done with fees. At least you have an alternative here. You got something here that at least you got a chance at. So what I tell you is, okay, we're going to start out. I don't know if it's going to go up 20%. I don't know if it's going to go up 2%. I don't know if it's going to go up 1%. But here's what I do know. I know the stock's been discounted so deeply. I know these are top gold stocks. We're starting to see the institutions starting to come in. It's turned green. And here's what I do know. That if this is a wrong decision, the loss, we control the loss. Our loss will be so little compared to our gain. So it's always risk to reward. You don't hear me say it's going up 20%, going up 20%. What you're hearing from me is, I don't know where the hell it's going to go. But I do know this. On my chart, the pattern is telling me it's discounted by 38%. The institutions are starting to get back in. And we're going to start buying it. And if in the worst case, we lose a little bit of money, so we can go on and fight for another day. That's what I tell you. So here's my number. Join the gang. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Please join the gang and follow me with AU, the gold. Now, I have one more for you, for my gang. BBBY. Now, I know somebody's out there going to say, well, why would I go and spend $39.95 with him? He just told me what stock. I'll just buy it. Really? You think so? You think it works like that? During the day, when all of a sudden we start to figure out it's turning red and it's going to go down and you don't follow me, how do you know when to get out? So if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Then I always see somewhere online, they say, I followed Phil. I didn't make any money. No, you didn't follow. What you don't say is I didn't join the gang. I tried to say $39.95. That's what you said. All right, we'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? philsgang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grandy has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
We will never fully understand what we've asked of you, or your families, asking you to put yourself in harm's way, to endure it all. But we do understand that it's our turn, our duty, to keep you secure for the rest of your life. Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently, at no cost, for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. To join my gang and follow me with the stocks that we are engaged in, my gang, which has videos going on all day, just takes you a minute to look at the video. You know exactly what to do. It's a beautiful program. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Listen to this.
There is a global savings glut, and a lot of it is corporations are saving. It's a lot of retained earnings just sitting there. Not quite sure why, except that maybe they're just making so much money they don't know what to do.
Now, that's Krugman, a Nobel Prize winner. He should have gotten a dumbbell prize winner. No corporation just sits there on cash. He goes, well, maybe they don't know what to do with it. Are you nuts? They'll buy their own stock, for God's sakes. That's what they do. No, here's what's going on. And he doesn't want to tell you. The corporations right now are in big trouble. I've already told you, 30% of the S&P 500 companies are making new lows. That's historic. Corporations have over $6 trillion in debt, more than that. Things like $8 trillion in debt. And against the $8 trillion, they only have about $600 billion in cash. Say $800 billion. Yeah, do $800 billion. Can you imagine? You got $8 trillion in loans, or even, let's even give a break, $6 trillion in loans and $800 billion in cash. That is a terrible ratio. So here's what they're doing. The reason they're keeping that cash, because they're afraid, because they know darn well that if she keeps raising interest rates, when those rates go up, that 10-year Treasury goes up, when people start selling their bonds, the yield goes up, that's interest. That means that they've got to pay more interest. They're not going to make those profits. Oh, it's been wonderful for them all these years, taking your job and pushing it overseas so they can save a ton of money in labor. Then they had zero rate. They could borrow money at free. They could borrow money free. That's cost you, the middle class. You subsidized all that. It's incredible. And now these people think that now they're going to be caught, because when interest rates start going up, those profits are going to diminish, and the stock market is going to fall like a flying crowbar. So remember that, because when you hear how wonderful the earnings are, they're lying to you, because as I told you over and over, the earnings are coming from bad things, by firing people, pushing their jobs overseas. Then they do these HB1 visas, terrible. And here's another problem with jobs. We lose 600,000 jobs a year because of stupid Obamacare. Think about this. By enforcing the mandates of Obamacare on businesses, then expanding Medicaid, and then remember the 27 new hidden taxes and the fines. You know what that has done? That has taken in $75 billion a year that costs. That $75 billion, that's an increase. That has put an increase on the budget deficit of $75 billion. Our budget deficit was about $587 billion. You take and put another $75 billion on top of that because of Obamacare. Because when you here's what happens. There's a decline in productivity. When you start putting mandates on individuals that you got to pay a tax because you didn't sign up, or you got to sign up for Obamacare or pay a tax, all these things that he put in place on Obamacare. That's why we're never going to get to 3% until Trump gets back to appealing Obamacare. So all these things, expanding. Remember how he expanded Medicaid for all the states? That costs money. That costs you money. So now the budget deficit is getting worse and worse. And that's the difference between they take in approximately $3.3 trillion and they spend $3.9 billion. That's about $587 billion. Then put on $75 billion on top of that, which it costs to have Obamacare. That costs another 600,000 jobs. Why? Because productivity is down. And when productivity is down, guess what else happens? Your wages don't go up. And remember, 70% of our GDP comes from what? Consumption. But people don't have enough money after they pay all their bills to go out and consume. So they load them up with credit cards. The banks load them up with credit cards. Wall Street loads them up with credit cards and charge them 14%, 18%, the 1 percentile. They're going to make even more money because Visa's going to go up. The stocks are going to go up. See, that's where money is made. If you work all day long and you're on a wage, you can't create wealth. Anybody on a wage has a hard time creating wealth. It's not impossible, but it is if you're in a 401k because the fees are too high. But you can take, if you can just take a little bit of money and just follow one stock with me, for God's sakes. At the end of the month, if you don't think you're gaining, at the end of the month you don't think you're making extra little money, then then get out. That's it. There's no obligation. So we had this big decline in productivity because of Obamacare. That means there was a big decline in wages, and that's why there's a big problem in this country. That's why we can't grow, because 70% of our growth comes from spending. People don't have that money. And when you keep increasing the deficit, then that means the national debt keeps growing. That in turn puts upward pressure on interest rates. It also then reduces savings. Now, this is all Obamacare. And that savings, remember, could have went to a small business. A small business goes into a bank now and tries to get a business loan. He can't. Why? Because there's not enough savings. There's no savings there because there's no incentive for someone to save. So when a small businessman goes in, they'll charge him 10%. They'll charge him 8%. That's too much money. He screwed up the savings. Higher interest rates because of Obamacare means that more American tax dollars would go towards paying the interest on the federal debt rather than paying down principal. We don't pay any principal down on the federal debt. We just pay interest like dopes. Then the higher interest rate causes government to pay an additional $23 billion more a year. Do you understand what Obamacare has done? It cost the government an additional $23 billion more per year on interest rates. They have to pay $23 billion more a year. Now, what does that mean? That kills jobs. That means our bridges don't get fixed, our roads don't get fixed, our highways, nothing gets fixed. We have 63,000 bridges in this country that are marked as dangerous. Under Obamacare, that tax, and you're going to love this, the tax was increased by $18 billion a year on the rich. You go, oh, that's good. Let's get the rich. Let's get the rich. And here's the problem. Guess what? Unfortunately, that hurts the small Main Street business who creates 62% of the jobs in this country. And that reduces economic growth because it hurts new innovation. People want new things. People want new toys. They want new innovation, especially in tech. But there's no incentive for people to do that. So we have slower economic growth. We can't get from 2% to 3%. Also, it causes longer periods of unemployment. When employment is hard to get employment back up, it takes too long. So if Trump really wants to grow this economy, he's got to do one of two things. Never mind that stupid tax cut. Okay? Focus on giving people a break on their labor, on the tax on labor. When you get your check every week, let the people have an extra $100. Watch them go spend that $100. That's what we need to do right there. Then you got to go in and repeal Obamacare that's costing this country 600,000 jobs. If he did those, if the Republicans, those cowards, if they repealed Obamacare, we would get to 3% much faster than this stupid tax cut. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? philsgang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grandy has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
So right now, we're doing is I told my gang we're going to slowly start buying gold and gold mining stocks. Please join the gang right now. 877-600-GANG. Why don't you try it? Very low risk, big rewards.
Don't wait. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Join Phil's Gang today and follow Phil on the gold stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
So, what is love? Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Did you miss today's Phil's Gang radio show with Phil Grandy? The archives are absolutely free, posted in audio and video formats. Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Let me ask you, do you have a backup plan? Most of us have a financial backup plan. What if your backup plan doesn't work out? What if the market corrects 20, 30, 40%? At philsgang.com, they go to great lengths to develop stock market investing programs that match the needs of their customers. They are closely aligned with what the customer wants, and they have comprehensive educational investing programs that are tailored for beginners to experienced investors. philsgang.com provides daily live stock market webinars. They post up-to-the-minute market alerts, stock performances, and market analysis. For only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com is making sure their customers have a financial backup plan by providing the investing tools and guidance that their customers seek. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang radio show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
I think infrastructure has Home Depot up 20% in a year. Spring break is upon us. It means fast food restaurants are going to surge. McDonald's up 20%.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
20%. Everything's 20%. Well, here's what you should do. If you want the truth, join the gang. And here would be a great gift certificate. You can get a gift certificate. Just go to my site, philsgang.com. Somebody would love this. Okay, a gift certificate to Phil's Gang. You can get one for 3 months. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And what a perfect time to get a gift certificate for Christmas to Phil's Gang. You'd love it. Okay. Look, we're talking about if you want to make money, and we all know that when you get about 10 years away from retirement, you don't start sweating too much. But when you start getting about 6-7 years away, all of a sudden you're sweating. Okay, because then you can't leave your job, you can't retire. You shouldn't be in that position. Now, I'm not going to say, join the gang and you're going to be rich. I'm not going to say that at all. But I will say this. If you join the gang and you stick with it, you're going to have a profit center. At least you can say, you know what, when I retire, I don't have to go get a part-time job at the local supermarket or go get a part-time job down at Walmart. Or if you're already retired, okay, and you're fortunate enough you don't need to have a filler job, you can sit there and make money. Make money. If you just follow the instructions on the video per the stocks that we're engaged in. Don't do anything more or less, exactly what the video tells you to do. Now, we got, as I say, we got Gold Stock, AU, and we got BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Those are two stocks. We also have GE. We're working on those three now. We do videos every day on them, and also the videos on my same 5 stocks every day that I have. I've got the same 5 stocks for 2 years now. Same 5 stocks. That's how you make money. Okay, talking about money and time, I'm running out of time, but I think, as I said during this whole show, Trump will never get a 3% growth in his company. Productivity is not going to go up. People are not going to get wages. Why? Because he's being bamboozled to think that even if he gives these corporations these large tax cuts, they're going to take the money, plow it back into capital investment, which increases productivity, which increases your wages. We already have the CEOs of the major companies say they're not going to do it. Why would they? No CEO of a major company, a public company, ever uses a tax cut to think about investing it back into the company, and they never put it in their business plan. They just don't, okay? But the big thing is, while everybody's focusing on the tax cut, they're not focusing on Obamacare. And what's happening is the single-payer health care system is starting to, rear its ugly head. What are you, nuts? The failure of the repeal of Obamacare has opened the door for communist Bernie Sanders and for that nut job communist Maxine Waters. I'll never forget this statement with her.
Guess what this liberal would be all about? This liberal will be all about socializing. Would be about. Yeah. Do you know this woman is the most powerful woman, most powerful representative in Washington? She's the head of the finance committee. This woman couldn't count to 2 and 2. Are you kidding me? She's dumber than a bag of rocks. And she's a head of the House Banking Committee? What are you, nuts? Trump better get going, because I'm telling you, if this single health care passes, and we got her, and we got Bernie Sanders, the momentum is building for single-payer system, a system in which the government imposes on you and me there's so much authority. It's incredible. I mean, do you want the government imposing a large amount of authority over our country's healthcare system? In your body, and with mandates and increased regulations and increased taxes, and tell you who your doctors are? Listen, this is, everybody says, well, look at England. And look, oh, really? You want to look at England and Canada? Let's look at England and Canada. Do you know that in England and Canada, from the day you're general practitioner, it takes you, by the way, if you don't feel good, it takes you 6 months to go see and get an appointment with your general practitioner, number one. Let's say he thinks you got cancer. I'm sorry, it takes 8 weeks. 8 weeks to get a appointment with your general practitioner. Now he's going to send you to a specialist, a cancer specialist. From the time he makes the appointment to the time you see that specialist, cancer specialist, 4 months. 4 months. Are you kidding? And then if the cancer specialist says, all right, you got to start chemo, you wait another 8 months before you start your chemo. This is the average time for Canada and England. 17% of those, okay, with brain cancer have died because of the long wait time. Those 17% should have never died. I know you think we're talking about, if you really want to see how well, you really want to support single payer, go hang out over at the VA hospital. See how, and you're getting a picture of Canada and England. A neurosurgery, neurosurgery. I can't pronounce it. Neurosurgery, that's it. If you have to go see I can't pronounce it. Neurosurgery, that's not the word. You have to wait for 11 months. 11 months. What's the word, Jared? Not neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeon. You have to wait, it's 11 months before you can see him. From the time your doctor, you see your general practitioner, make the appointment to go see him. Can you imagine how many percentage of people died? Take a guess. 16.8% of the people who needed that surgery passed away before they could get their appointment. Orthopedic, I can't speak today. Orthopedic surgery, okay, to replace your hip or knee. From the time your doctor says, I'm going to make an appointment for my buddy, go see him. He's excellent with hips and knee surgery. 9 months before you get to see him. 9 months. Can you imagine? And you really want this kind of garbage? I mean, this is unbelievable. Trump better get on the ball. He better fire the people around him. They're giving him bad advice. But here's what's going to happen, though. All he's focusing on is the stock market. He wants this market to go up another 120% before he's done. And that's why join the gang. Start out with the stocks that the gang's engaged with. Start out with the ones I just gave you. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, I'll just look them up. I don't need to join. Phil, you give me the names of the stocks. It doesn't work that way. So join right now, 877-600-GANG. And then follow me on AUBBBYGE. And it's fun to do. And here's one thing, you get such peace of mind because you can sleep at night because you know you can get out. You're going to be out of these things in time. Nobody else have ever reached out to you and told you to get out. We will tell you when to add to your position, buy more shares. We'll tell you when to lighten up. We'll tell you the most important thing, when to get out. So here it is, 877-600-GANG. So Obamacare is a nightmare, and everybody's forgotten about it. And that's one thing that you got to get to your representative. Stop forgetting about this. That single payer system is a mess. It's not what it's cracked up to be. Oh, I don't have to pay for anything. Yeah. Well, go to the VA and you'll see what it's like. You know, down here in Sarasota, Florida, you know how many people we get from Canada and from the UK to come over here so they get their surgeries, especially heart surgery, hip replacements. Florida is loaded. Sarasota, Florida is loaded with people in the winter from England, especially, and Canada. Unbelievable. Okay, have a great Thanksgiving from our staff, myself, and Marta. Happy Thanksgiving. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.